Double Take Sports Talk. 5 good minutes with the Watch Brothers. Coming up on the show, we start off Week 9 in the NFL, of course, with Thursday Night Football. Atlanta Falcons, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We'll have all that for you coming up next.
All right, this is it. Double Take Sports Talk with the Watch Brothers. 5 good minutes with us. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Daryl, and on the opposite side of the neighborhood. Say hello to Daryl Watch, everybody.
Yeah, welcome to the show.
Okay, we got a couple things on the docket today. We have the beginning of Week 9, Thursday Night Football, Falcons and the Buccaneers, NFC South rivals, and also look for in Week 9 for the beginning of this aspect for Week 9. Mm-hmm. Okay. Are you ready to rock this?
Let's do it.
Okay. Before we get to anything, here's what to look for Week 9 from NFLcommunications.com. Starting off with still in the mix. History shows that a losing record at this point of the season does not negate a team's chances of making the playoffs. Since 2000, 40 teams has reached the halfway point of their season with a 500 or below winning percentage and advanced to the playoffs, including at least one in each season. Last year, there were 5 such teams, which was Houston, 3-5, Kansas City, 3-5, the Redskins, 3-5, Seattle, 4-4, and Pittsburgh, 4-4. Of those 40 clubs, 5 have advanced to the conference championship game, including the 2001 New England Patriots, who won Super Bowl 36. Asim Ajayi. Dolphins running back Jay Ajayi has rushed for 418 yards over his past 2 games on his way to becoming the 4th player in NFL history to rush for at least 200 yards in consecutive games. With 182 yards on Sunday against the Jets, Ajayi will join Pro Football Hall of Famers O.J. Simpson, 647, and Walter Payton, 604, as the only players in NFL history to rush for 600 yards in a 3-game span. And of course, most rushing yards in the 3-game span in NFL history was Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams, O.J. Simpson once in 1976, Walter Payton, and then O.J. Simpson again in 1976 to that same year. Raiders quarterback Derek Carr passed with 513 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions last week in Oakland's 30-24 overtime victory over Tampa Bay. With 387 passing yards on Sunday night against Denver, Carr would become the 5th player with 900 passing yards in a 2-game span in NFL history. The most passing yards in the 2-game span in NFL history, which is Drew Brees in 2006, Billy Volek in 2004, Tom Brady in 2011, and once great Phil Simms back in 1985. And speaking of Drew Brees, he has passed for 18 touchdowns this season, including 2 4-touchdown games, bringing his career total to 446. With 4 touchdown passes on Sunday at San Francisco, Brees will become the 3rd player in NFL history to throw 450 touchdown passes, joining Peyton Manning, 539, and Pro Football Hall of Famer Brett Favre for 508. Quarterbacks with 450 touchdown passes, Brett Favre, of course, and Peyton Manning. Excuse me. Green Bay linebacker Julius Peppers registered a sack last week, bringing his career total to 139.5. 139.5. With 2.5 sacks on Sunday against the Colts, Peppers would pass Pro Football Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, 141.5, or you say 141 and a half, for the fifth most sacks since sacks became official stats in 1982. Broncos linebacker DeMarcus Ware has 136 and a half sacks, the ninth most all time, with one and a half sacks on Sunday at Oakland. He would pass Pro Football Hall of Famer John Randle and Richard Dent for the eighth most sacks since 1982. And also to do that, John Randle, Richard Dent, Julius Peppers, Jason Taylor, Michael Strahan, Chris Doman, Kevin Green, Reggie White, and Bruce Smith. Entering his 10th season with 9 career sacks, Bills linebacker Lorenzo Alexander leads the NFL with 9 sacks this season. With 1 sack against Seattle on Monday night, Alexander would become the first player to begin his career in 1982 or later with a career total of fewer than 10 sacks to record 10 sacks in his 10th season. And that is what to look for Week 9. Give you a little something to be feeling pretty good about from NFL Communications.
All right, here we go.
Well, actually, before we start our predictions, breaking news. My formal statement for the Cleveland Indians Chicago Cubs games. Chicago Cubs are World Series champions. Daryl, City of Chicago, Cubs fans all around, congratulations. The Cubbies are World Series champions after 108 years of championship drought. Being down 3-1 to the Indians, winning when it counted, 4 in a row. True road warriors. Cubs deserved the World Series championship. Again, congratulations to the Chicago Cubs, 2016 World Series champions. First time since 1908. Congratulations to the Chicago Cubs.
Wonderful feeling. Appreciate the love. That's a very good feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you, been a fan of the Chicago Cubs for 18 years.
Since the Sammy Sosa
18
era.
years. Huh?
Since the Sammy Sosa era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in those 18 years, man, I have never, ever seen nothing like this.
Yeah.
I have seen collapse. I have seen breakdowns.
Oh, yeah.
I have even seen when they didn't make a playoff run.
Hey, this was almost another collapse right here.
It almost was, but they was able to hold themselves together. And by them doing that, that just shows what a true champion can be. And they proved that.
Joe Madden, congratulations to you. You've always made it down the road. Always got there, but could never finish it out. And finally finished it out with the Chicago Cubs 2016. Congratulations to Joe Madden and his fantastic managerial skills.
Yes. That's awesome.
Okay, you think you're ready now?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just in shock there that this is just, it just happened.
I am shocked that this happened. At some point, Nicole do want to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she wants to talk to you because she knows how much of a fan you are of Chicago Cubs. She wrote me. Yep. She wants to talk to you at some point. I'm getting Facebook blow up out this world.
Yeah. Another drought, man.
I mean, this is just phenomenal on ESPN. Friends of mine on Facebook, Sports Center, people changing their profile pictures to the Chicago Cubs logo. This is
People don't understand.
this
There,
is.
people do not understand how serious this is.
Oh yeah.
This is serious.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And when and if the Indians win again, or if the Indians win at some point, it's going to be the same way for them. It's going to be the same way for them.
I mean, and they got a great, and look, they got a great coaching staff. They got a great team overall. Terry Francona, he is excellent. I'm not taking anything away from him. He will, and they will bring one to the city of Cleveland. They will bring one.
They will, but it just wasn't their time. It was the Cubs' time.
It was the Cubs' time.
And
my drought, man.
My theory.
They was too hungry for it.
My theory came out to be right. Theory was.
And yes, and you did come out to be right.
Game 5 after they lost Game 4. Wait a minute. Was it after Game 4 or was it Game 5?
I think it was after Game 4. I think it was down 3-1. What was 3-1? 5 games? 4 games?
4. Yeah, it was
4.
after Game 4. I had called it to where my bold prediction would have been that the Chicago Cubs would come back into the series and win it 4-3 because of karma. And it looked like this is pretty much what happened on that behalf.
And like I told you, Darren, I had told you 2 things before we did this podcast. I had told you, 1, that the Cubs, that this was going to be a 7-game battle.
Yeah.
Straight off the bat. And when you said karma, I said one word. LeBron James.
Yeah. Yeah.
He is the reason why that the Cleveland Indians blew that series.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm distracted. Nicole's calling me.
Go ahead. Answer. This is a night that we can never, ever forget. Go ahead and answer. We'll still be on.
Yeah, I'll just split up with you. Hang on. I gotta turn my volume up.
Yep. Well, I may not be able to hear it anyway.
Probably not. Yeah, Nicole left the call. Oh, well, she got cut call off? Yeah.
What?
Nothing. I'm trying to
get her.
Yeah, I'm trying to get her. It looked like she was trying to voice call me and not video call me.
Patience come a long way.
Yeah, you got that right.
Well, in the meantime, while you're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and set this up, the prediction up for the Atlanta Falcons Tampa Bay Buccaneers game for Thursday Night Football. So you keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna set this up.
That's right.
Thursday Night Football. Yeah, Thursday Night Football, 8:25, CBS and NFL Network.
Hang on there. Hey, Nicole. Nicole? Yeah, I hear you. Thank you. I was just up here crying like a big baby. Yeah, I was crying like a big baby.
108 years, I'd be crying too.
Damn straight, and I got the shirt on. So yeah, I was anticipating this. It's been a long time. Yeah, Jerry told me that y'all was watching the game on TV. What's going on, man? You good? Go Cubs, that's right, man. Right on, man. Right on. Yeah, it's a long time, 108 years. Hey, what's going on, man?
Double Take Sports Talk. We're listening to a conversation with the celebrations of the Chicago Cubs winning their World Series.
Yeah, go Cubs, yeah. Go Cubs. Oh, what a damper. Thank you. Thank you very much. Love you too. Bye. Okay. All right. I'm back, man. I'm back. Oh, man. This feels so good.
Oh,
You just
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Special night for Chicago Cubs fans as the Chicago Cubs pulled out a dramatic win. And I mean, I'm not kidding when I say dramatic win. This game about really got on my nerve because there was just no way around it. You had to face the reality.
Yeah, that game got on my nerves too, Darren.
Yeah.
Because that... she got on my stuff. I was getting weak in the knees. I was getting weak in the stomach. I was getting everything. I was feeling the adrenaline rush. I was like, I could not wait for this game to get over.
You should have seen my old behind when I first got home. Because I'm sitting here like, okay, I know this dude got my message, but I forgot that the Cubs game's on. So
I did not pull out my phone.
No, you didn't.
I was my laptop.
No, you didn't.
Nothing.
You
I came straight home to see that they had just
tied the
a
game.
2-run home run.
I had just gotten out of the apartment complex when I seen that. I'm like, shoot. I'll be doggone.
I'm like, you can't do this to me, man.
Yeah, it's just not. It's a bad time for all that to happen. It's a very bad.
Yeah,
time.
but folks, I know that we're steady talking about the Cubs, but y'all got to understand, this is a big thing. This is a big thing.
Yeah.
This is serious.
Very serious.
This is very just. I feel so warm inside. It's not even funny.
And there's their celebration.
Finally just ended.
Their celebration of champagne.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still looking at it. I haven't stopped watching.
I am too. I'm looking dead at it too. I'm looking dead at it. I have not changed the channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now we can go ahead to what we really got to do.
And the phone call that y'all just listened to was the what y'all could hear out of was spreading love of the Chicago Cubs winning their World Series championship just a couple minutes ago. Because Duro was just sitting over here crying not too long ago. I called him in the middle
I sure
of
was.
it.
I sure was. I was crying like a big baby.
I called him in the middle of it because the first thing I did was I didn't even congratulate him. The first thing I told him was to check his windows to make sure that there wasn't no cracks or nothing like that.
Yeah, because I hooped and hollered, screamed for joy. And at that point, man, it was just like, I don't care what happens. If somebody complaining on me, tell them to change it to Fox 59, and y'all see why I be screaming and hooping and hollering for joy.
Yeah.
So
that was
and for a long time. Feels so good.
So that was the conversation that y'all heard. From what y'all can hear, that's what it was about. It was family members passing on love for their championship win. Okay, in the meantime, we're going to break from that and get to these Thursday night predictions. Just one game. We had the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 5-3 Atlanta Falcons versus the 3-4 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They are first. The Atlanta Falcons are first in offense, 25th in defense, second in passing, and 14th in rushing. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers is 17th in offense, 26th in defense, 21st in passing, and 12th in rushing. This is an NFC South rival matchup. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers won that last matchup earlier. As a matter of fact, it was the very first game of the season, 2016, September 11th. The Buccaneers pulled away with that win, 31-24. After taking a look at this game, Daryl, who do you have in this game?
Let me tell you. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't even get a chance to take a look at some stats or study anything about this game, but determining from my aspect of performance, the Falcons have came a long way, and I'm telling you right now, they're going to split this series. I got the Falcons in this game.
I'm with you. They did come a long way. They can tear Tampa Bay up.
Yes.
I see no chance in them actually really doing anything with Atlanta. I believe that Atlanta's going to, one, run all over Tampa Bay's defense, and two, they're going to throw all over it too. This could
Oh,
be
you got that right. Oh, yeah.
This could be a potential high-scoring game, but
Mm-hmm.
I definitely going with Atlanta in this game. I just
Yep.
can't see.
Yeah, I got them too, there. I got them too.
I can't see them sweep them at all. I just cannot see it at all under
Yep.
any circumstances. That's just me.
Yeah, even though they're 5-3, I still got them in this game.
Oh, so do I.
Matt Ryan's looking too good for this.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
All right. You can check us out on the social media side and listen to more of our podcasts, or you can follow us on Twitter at DTST2414, like us on Facebook, Double Take Sports Talks page at the Watch Brothers, subscribe on YouTube, and also subscribe to our podcast on the podcast app featuring iTunes. We got the blog featuring critical thinking and analysis. You can check that out at doubletakesportstalk.blogspot.com.
Again, congratulations to the Chicago Cubs World Series champions.
Yeah, all right. You gotta love it.
My
You gotta
theory-
love it.
My theory did not go to waste. I had confidence in it the whole time. I did not change my mind about it. It stayed exactly the way I said it was going to be. The Cubs are going to come back, and they're going to win the World Series for the first time since 1908, and that is exactly what they did. Again,
You see
congratulations
that?
to the
You
Cubs.
see that man in the, right there in the middle?
No.
Rose?
No.
Talking about they're gonna find a way to screw this up. Yeah, what you got to say now, fool?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I didn't think for a minute that they could screw this up. They just got on my nerve because they kept letting them come back in the game 7. That got on my
Yeah,
nerve.
that's what got on my nerves.
That got on my nerve. But other than that, there's no way in the world that I doubted the Cubs when they went to the World Series. They worked too hard, especially coming down from 3-1. There just should have been no excuse for that. Did you see Bill Murray's reaction?
I seen everybody's reaction. They showed everybody's reaction. Bill Murray,
To be honest,
Joe Madden.
I did not think you paid attention because you were too busy crying. I didn't think you.
No, I watched it. I watched that. I mean, my eyes was wet. I could barely see it, but yeah, I seen that. I seen Bill Murray. I seen Joe Madden.
Yeah.
I seen David Ross.
Yeah.
I seen all of them.
Oh yeah. I sure forgot all about that.
Yeah, and you just have to just give the Cubs, like you said, you got to give them all the credit in the world. They came back 3-1.
Oh yeah.
3 games to 1 to come back to win this series. In 7. And like I said before, and like I said earlier in the podcast, that was a 7-game series right there
Yeah,
because
7
Cleveland
games.
was
Oh,
not.
yeah. But I just didn't expect for the Cubs to be down 3-1. I expected
Exactly.
Cleveland to be down 3-1 to come back, but not win the series.
And the big question is why would Cleveland do something like this? Why would they let a 3-1 series lead blow like that?
Well, I mean,
Why would you do that?
you
But hey,
got a lot of reasons, but for me, I'm just happy that the Cubs won. I did not want the Indians to win. I'm relieved, if anything, that the Cubs has finally won a world
So am I.
championship. Because when me and you always used to have our heated debates with the Cubs and Cardinals rivalry, and when the Cardinals won their first championship after me and you had really started heavy debating back in 2006,
Yep.
things just kind of went downhill. 2011 was the same way. They came back and won a second World Series championship. And it's just like, when is it that the Cubs is going to actually sit down and win a championship? Here we have it. Mark it down. November 3rd, 2016, around, maybe close to 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably a little earlier than that. But
Yeah, it was a little earlier than that, but they're going to count it as November 2nd. So,
yeah, they're going to definitely count it on November 2nd. But November 3rd, and my technicality, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Again, congratulations to the Cubs. They really earned this after a 3-1 blow to come back on the road
Yeah, on the road, man.
to win Game 6 and 7. That's hard. And on top of that, you have all the distractions in the world. Cubs earned it. There's no doubt in my mind about that. They earned that, and I'm not even going to sit here and bad talk them. They earned it.
Oh, yeah, they did. And they definitely earned it. And just watching them, yes, they did earn it. And also got to give credit to Theo Epstein. He turned the team around. When he came to the Cubs, he had a mission, and he did just that.
Yeah.
He hired Joe Madden, and they turned that team around.
Yeah.
And Joe Madden did the rest.
Yep. And that's how it's supposed to go.
Exactly.
You let your manager take care of everything that needs to be taken care of. He's the one that's going to be handling everything. Because it makes me mad when a general manager come in and hire a coach, and in baseball perspective, hire a manager, but they want to take over the roles and then fire them when something ain't going right. That's why you hired them. That's part of the entrepreneurship of being in a leadership position.
Exactly.
You let them take it over. That's what you hired them for. That's what makes me
Absolutely.
mad. That's what makes me mad about Bird, Phil Jackson, all of them. They don't let the coaches take over. They feel that they're legends. They gotta have a say so. That's where you put yourself in. If you really didn't want to have a coach, you should have been it. Period.
I agree there. I agree.
That's just me.
Theo Epstein did what he had to do. He hired the right guy for the job. He believed Joe Madden could do the job, and he let him take over when he did hire him, and that was the end of that.
Not even Dusty Baker and Lou Piniella couldn't even have done what Joe Madden has done.
Nor Dusty Baker.
Yeah, I said, Lou Piniella and Dusty Baker. They couldn't do it.
Yeah.
They
couldn't do it.
They couldn't do it. They couldn't do
They
it.
spent serious money, man. They even got some bargains off of that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
They even got some bargains. Like Carl Edwards Jr.
Yeah.
He was a sleeper, and he got the first 2 outs for the Cubs in the bottom of the 10th.
Yeah.
You know, he stepped through when he needed to.
Right, yeah.
So
everybody played a pivotal role in the playoffs, in the season, in the World Series. Everybody played a pivotal role. Everybody.
Yep. That's right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's our 5 good minutes with the Watts brothers. Thank you for listening to the show. Darren, on the opposite side of the neighborhood, Daryl.
Yeah, I am so discombobulated right now.
So I see.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, of course. Thank you for tuning in. It was a pretty good one for the Cubs, of course. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Catch us on another one. Until then,
ciao.
ciao.